Imagine standing on the brink of something truly profound. You can feel it in the air, a subtle, mysterious shift, pulling you toward a future that feels both thrilling and unknown. For centuries, sages, prophets, and ancient texts, particularly within Buddhist teachings, have pointed to a time when humanity would undergo a monumental transformation. They called it a new age, a shift not just in our external world, but in the very fabric of our consciousness. And according to these timeless insights, the dawn of 2025 marks the arrival of this awaited era. But what does this truly mean for us? It's not simply about entering a new phase in history. This is a deep inner revolution, a chance to perceive ourselves, others, and the universe with fresh eyes and an open heart. Through the profound wisdom of Buddhist philosophy, we learn that change isn't only an outside phenomenon. It's a journey inward, a transformative awakening that invites each of us to recognize our own purpose, our connections, and the unseen forces that guide us. Buddhism teaches that this awakening is a chance to transcend the limiting beliefs that have held humanity back. It encourages us to reach beyond the ordinary and find the extraordinary potential within ourselves. As we begin this exploration, you might wonder, how does this apply to me? Why is this moment significant for my life? That's precisely what we're here to uncover. This is a journey meant to open your mind and inspire your soul. You'll discover the teachings that reveal why this era was foretold, how the choices you make align with a higher purpose, and how the challenges we face are preparing us for the profound shift ahead. Embrace this moment, because the insights you gain here can shape your perspective, helping you step confidently into this new age of growth and understanding. If you're ready to embark on this path of exploration and insight, take a moment to support our journey by liking this video and subscribing to our channel. Together, let's unlock the mysteries of this new era and discover the power that lies within each of us. 1. Global Spiritual Awakening, a time to rediscover yourself. Have you ever felt that the world around us is changing, that we are standing on the brink of a significant transformation? The upheaval of material values, ongoing crises, and challenges seem to signal something deeper, something profound. According to Buddhism, nothing is random. Every event unfolds according to karmic bonds. Now, it seems that humanity is gradually entering a phase of profound spiritual awakening. Predictions for 2025 indicate that people will begin to step away from superficial material values and lean towards enduring, elevated spiritual principles. This shift is not sudden or explosive, but rather a result of lessons accumulated over many lifetimes. Lessons gained through challenging experiences that now allow us to see a deeper purpose in life. This journey is one of rediscovering our true essence, a state of purity and clarity known in Buddhism as non-self. For millennia, Buddhism has taught that the self is an illusion, a shell we build based on desires and material possessions. Yet the true essence, the innermost self, is the real source of happiness and peace. As more people come to realize this, change will follow. People will find joy not in temporary material comforts, but in the harmony of the mind with the universe, in love and an invisible connection with all beings. Spiritual awakening is not an elusive or mysterious concept. It is simply a return to our true nature, seeing everything around us through the lens of compassion and understanding. This journey is not only a personal one, but a collective endeavor, as humanity steps together into a new era of awareness and unity. This journey will serve as the key to unlock the door to a better world, unburdened by the ego's selfishness, replaced instead with empathy, sharing, and sincerity. At this time, allow yourself to embark on the journey to seek truth, to explore, and to connect with your innermost self. Do not fear change, for change itself is the gateway that brings us closer to enlightenment and genuine peace. To the transformation of consciousness, seeing through suffering and finding liberation. Imagine if we could truly understand the depths of our own suffering, and in doing so, discover the way to liberation. Buddhism teaches that life is filled with suffering, but through facing and accepting these hardships, we move closer to freedom. As we approach 2025, a powerful shift is happening. People are becoming more aware of not only their own struggles, but also the struggles of others and the world as a whole. This awareness is the first step toward a deeper transformation, one where our minds expand, allowing us to see the root causes of suffering more clearly than ever before. Understanding suffering is not about focusing on negativity. Instead, it's about recognizing reality as it is. It involves seeing life with honesty without avoiding or denying its challenges. Each challenge we encounter offers us a glimpse into the fundamental nature of existence, showing us that suffering is universal and deeply human. This knowledge opens us up to compassion, allowing us to connect with others on a more profound level. We realize that suffering is not isolated to individuals, but is woven into the fabric of life itself. In 2025, more people will begin to confront this truth head-on, choosing to understand rather than ignore it. Yet awareness alone is only the beginning. This transformation is not just about identifying difficulties. It's also about awakening a deep longing for liberation, a desire to step out of the endless cycle of life and death, pleasure and pain. The teachings of impermanence, letting go, and finding peace within ourselves will become guiding lights on this journey. We will learn to release attachments, to understand that holding on to things only intensifies our suffering. Through letting go, we find a new kind of freedom, a freedom not from the world, but within it. The path to liberation is a journey inward, and it does not require us to escape our daily lives. Instead, it invites us to transform our experience of life itself, finding peace and resilience amidst all that happens. In this era, humanity is moving toward an understanding of freedom that is not defined by possessions or status, but by the inner state of peace and awareness. As we shift our consciousness, we will embrace the beauty of impermanence, appreciating the transient nature of everything around us. Let this be a time to go beyond the surface of life, to look within ourselves and discover that freedom is not something to search for in the outside world. It's a state we cultivate within. By embracing the journey of transformation, we open the door to profound peace and genuine liberation. 3. The connection between humanity and the universe, experiencing a profound bond. In Buddhism, there is a powerful teaching that every individual is but a small part of a vast, interconnected universe. As we approach 2025, humanity is gradually returning to this sense of connection, moving away from feelings of loneliness and separateness to find a deeper bond with everything around us. This shift is part of a collective awakening, helping people to see themselves as integral parts of a greater whole, linked to all that exists. Our fast-paced lives often create an illusion of isolation, making us feel as if we are separate from one another and from the world. However, this perception is beginning to change as more people seek meaning beyond the material world. In a time of awakening, the walls of separation start to fade, and the realization emerges that we are all threads in a vast, interconnected web. This journey brings a sense of belonging, a comfort in knowing that we are not alone, but are part of an infinite, harmonious design. Many will find themselves having unique spiritual experiences that reinforce this connection, mystical moments that defy explanation yet feel deeply meaningful. These could be vivid dreams, a sense of déjà vu, or an inexplicable awareness of being one with nature. These experiences are signs of an expanding consciousness, pointing toward the awareness that we are more than just individuals. We are part of something much larger. This shift is often subtle, like an inner feeling or a fleeting vision, yet it leaves a lasting impression, prompting us to explore our relationship with the universe further. Imagine walking in nature and suddenly feeling as though you are part of every tree, every gust of wind, and every drop of water around you. In moments like these, we get a glimpse of our true nature, a realization that our essence is connected to the universe itself. As we grow closer to this understanding, we start to perceive life differently, experiencing a profound respect and reverence for all forms of existence. This journey of reconnection helps us not only to find peace within ourselves, but also to appreciate the beauty and unity of everything around us. The recognition of being a small but essential piece of a much larger whole brings a sense of purpose and fulfillment. It encourages us to live with greater compassion, knowing that the way we treat others and the world reflects directly back upon us. In 2025 and beyond, as more people open up to these experiences, the collective consciousness will continue to grow, fostering a world where harmony, unity, and interconnectedness become core values. This path toward reconnection with the universe invites us to embrace our role within it, honoring the interconnectedness of all things and finding comfort in the knowledge that we are never truly alone. 4. Embracing impermanence, letting go to welcome the future. One of the most profound teachings of Buddhism is the concept of impermanence, the idea that everything in life is constantly changing and nothing is permanent. In 2025, many people will start to deeply understand and accept this truth, realizing that everything in their lives, relationships, possessions, even emotions, is subject to change. Accepting impermanence is a powerful step towards inner peace, as it helps us confront the realities of life with a sense of openness and grace. By understanding that everything in existence is transient, we begin to let go of the unrealistic expectation that things will remain the same forever. Often, we cling tightly to people, things, or ideas, fearing the pain that may come from losing them. However, this attachment only leads to suffering, as change is inevitable. Learning to accept the impermanence of life can be both liberating and empowering. It allows us to cherish each moment, each experience, and each relationship for what they truly are, a temporary yet beautiful part of our journey. When we learn to embrace this truth, we find ourselves more resilient in the face of change, recognizing that loss and gain are natural parts of life's flow. Letting go does not mean giving up or forgetting. Instead, it is a conscious choice to release the grip we have on things that no longer serve our growth or well-being. By letting go, we make room for new experiences, new growth, and new relationships that align with our evolving selves. Imagine a tree in autumn, letting go of its leaves to prepare for a season of renewal. In the same way, letting go of the past allows us to prepare ourselves for what is to come, to welcome new opportunities and experiences with an open heart. In 2025, this shift toward accepting impermanence will likely bring a collective change in the way people view life. Letting go of outdated beliefs, past hurts, or unfulfilling attachments will become a crucial part of the journey for many. This process will not always be easy, as we are often emotionally tied to what we have known. However, each step in learning to release the old creates space for a brighter future, enabling us to live more fully and freely. As we practice letting go, we also learn to trust the flow of life. When we stop resisting change and start embracing it, we begin to experience a sense of ease and joy in our daily lives. The future may be unknown, but it is full of possibilities that we can only access if we have the courage to release what no longer fits into our lives. Instead of fearing change, we start to see it as a gateway to personal growth, new experiences, and deeper fulfillment. This journey of embracing impermanence and letting go is ultimately one of transformation. It teaches us to appreciate the present moment, to love wholeheartedly, and to be willing to adapt and grow. As we step into the future with a heart open to change, we align ourselves with the natural rhythms of the universe, finding peace in the understanding that everything is as it should be. 5. Developing inner strength, discovering the power of the soul. In Buddhism, true strength is believed to lie within us, not in external factors. As we approach 2025, people are increasingly turning inward to find resilience and inner power. This shift represents a profound journey back to the self, a journey to uncover the latent potential of the mind and soul that is often overlooked in the rush of modern life. By looking inward, we begin to understand that true power is not about controlling or influencing the world around us, but about mastering the mind, which in turn shapes our experiences and responses to life's challenges. The process of inner exploration reveals dimensions of ourselves that we may not have been aware of. Through self-reflection, meditation, and mindfulness, individuals begin to discover a wellspring of strength, wisdom, and calm that lies within. This inner power, rooted in clarity and understanding, helps us navigate life with a sense of confidence and peace, even in the face of uncertainty. By developing this inner strength, we become less reliant on fleeting external validations and more grounded in the steady assurance of our own spirit. One of the most profound realizations that comes from tapping into inner strength is the understanding that we possess the power to heal ourselves, both physically and mentally. In recent years, science has increasingly recognized the mind-body connection, supporting what ancient teachings have long suggested, that our mental state can significantly influence our physical well-being. As more people awaken to this truth, self-healing and self-transformation become powerful tools on the path to personal growth. In the context of mental and emotional healing, inner strength enables us to confront and work through past traumas, fears, and limitations. Instead of suppressing these feelings, we learn to process them, gaining resilience and a deeper understanding of ourselves in the process. By facing our inner struggles, we dismantle the barriers that prevent us from reaching our fullest potential, paving the way for self-acceptance and genuine happiness. This journey of inner strength is not about attaining perfection. Rather, it is about embracing the entirety of who we are, including our vulnerabilities. Through self-compassion and a commitment to growth, we become empowered to make meaningful changes in our lives. This shift is a significant step toward self-mastery, as it enables us to take responsibility for our experiences, choices, and emotions. By fostering this self-reliance, we cultivate a sense of agency that allows us to face life's challenges with courage and resolve. As people continue on this journey of inner discovery, they will likely find that the power within is boundless, offering endless opportunities for growth, healing, and transformation. 6. Restoring balance between spirituality and materialism. For a long time, humanity has been caught up in the pursuit of material wealth, often at the expense of spiritual well-being. As we approach 2025, there is a collective awakening to the need for balance between these two worlds. People are beginning to understand that while material success can bring comfort, it cannot provide true fulfillment. Alongside physical needs, the soul also craves growth, meaning, and connection, a nourishment that material things alone cannot satisfy. In a world increasingly driven by consumerism, it is easy to lose sight of what truly matters. We often find ourselves caught up in a relentless chase for achievements and possessions, overlooking the importance of spiritual health. However, this growing awareness is a reminder that life becomes richer and more fulfilling when we nurture both aspects, spiritual and material. The goal is not to reject one for the other, but to harmonize them, allowing each to enhance the other. By doing so, we move closer to a state of contentment where happiness is not solely dependent on external circumstances, but is deeply rooted within. The journey toward balance invites us to reassess our values and realign our priorities. As we begin to place as much importance on inner peace and mindfulness as we do on financial stability, we pave the way for a life of genuine meaning and joy. This shift encourages us to view wealth as a tool rather than a goal, something that can support our spiritual journey rather than distract from it. In this balanced state, material success and spiritual fulfillment coexist, each enriching our experience of the other. As more people embrace this equilibrium, society as a whole will shift toward values that prioritize well-being, empathy, and connection over mere accumulation. It is through this balance that we build lives that are not only successful in the traditional sense, but also deeply rewarding and harmonious. This path, integrating the spiritual with the material, leads us toward true happiness. A happiness that arises from knowing that our lives reflect both our inner values and outer achievements. The transformation in 2025 is a journey not just towards external changes, but towards a profound awakening within. This year is more than a marker in history. It's a significant milestone, signaling a great shift in human awareness and spirit. Through the lens of Buddhist teachings, 2025 offers a rare opportunity for us to reflect on ourselves, seek truth, and transcend the limitations imposed by the ego. It's a moment inviting us into a new era where peace, happiness, and harmony with the universe become the core of our lives. Imagine a world where humanity is no longer driven by selfishness or greed, but by compassion, empathy, and a balance between the spiritual and the material. A world where each person understands that they're not just an isolated individual, but a part of a greater whole, where every action influences the well-being of all living beings. This is a chance for us to truly experience that connection and live not just for ourselves, but for the growth of humanity as a whole. As we enter this era, we are called to embrace change with open hearts. Though the path may be challenging, requiring us to let go of things that no longer serve us, we can trust that each transformation brings us closer to something better. Let us learn from Buddhist teachings, allowing lessons of impermanence, letting go, and loving kindness to become the foundation of our journey. Together, we can shape a future where the spiritual and material coexist in harmony, offering fulfillment and balance to all. So prepare yourself for this transformation. Live with openness and gratitude to welcome this new era with hope and resolve.